Happy June! I'm doing something super special this month. My birthday is coming up, and in true Gemini fashion, I celebrate all month long. Hey, hey, hey. So fun fact, my mom and I share the same birthday. She is truly the inspiration that sparked me to create Encourage Over Everything. In honor of her and our birthday, for the whole month of June, I'm doing an Encourage Over Everything series. Each episode will be dedicated to a topic to encourage over. I'm starting the series with Encourage Over Yourself because that is where it all started for me. Looking back, the only reason I made it through and got to this place is because I had to encourage over myself. It all started with me, and it all starts with you too. You do so much to take care of all those around you and lift other people up. But let's not forget, you are worthy of that same encouragement, attention, and love. There are so many things in this world that are clout chasing your attention. Please be reminded, you are no good to no one if you are no good to yourself. You need you too. The people that love you want the best for you. They want to see you happy and living the dream. You deserve all that and more. In the midst of doing all the things, you can do all things and chase your dreams. Stay encouraged as we go on this journey called life, tackling everything that comes our way while we shine our light despite any circumstances we face. No more downplaying or dimming your light, because through the good, the bad, and everything in between, together we can encourage over everything. Happy June! I'm doing something super special this month. My birthday is coming up, and in true Gemini fashion, I celebrate all month long. Hey, hey, hey. So fun fact, my mom and I share the same birthday. She is truly the inspiration that sparked me to create Encourage Over Everything. In honor of her and our birthday, for the whole month of June, I'm doing an Encourage Over Everything series. Each episode will be dedicated to a topic to encourage over. I'm starting the series with Encourage Over Yourself because that is where it all started for me. Looking back, the only reason I made it through and got to this place is because I had to encourage over myself. It all started with me, and it all starts with you too. I'll dive more into that idea in a little bit, but first, I know some of you just may be tuning in and maybe haven't heard my story. Definitely check out episode 2, Why I Had to Encourage Over Everything, for even more. It's a great listen, but I continue to evolve. And so do the insights that I gained from my own backstory still to this day. Given today's topic, it is also super important for me to share within this episode as well. So grab a cup of your favorite something and get cozy for this story. Little old me was born on my mom's 15th birthday. Yes, she was a teen mom. And for as long as I can remember, I used to tell her I was the gift that keeps on giving. She was my everything. As you can imagine, we pretty much grew up together, but she made it known she was the mama. She was a spitfire, but also ever so sweet. She shined the most beautiful, radiant light. People were just drawn to her. She had this innate ability to make strangers smile, and everyone just loved her. I can't tell you how many kids she had because although she only gave birth to my sister and I, so many called her mom. She was a guiding light and soft place to land for so many. Such an incredible soul, unique and like no other. We talked a million times a day, went everywhere together, and she was pretty much my +1 to every event. As I became an adult, we became best friends. She was my person. When my mom passed away 5 years ago, her loss cracked me wide open. I thought going through a divorce with a baby on each hip was the hardest thing I'd ever go through, but it was nowhere near as devastating or excruciatingly painful as the loss of my mom. She was my person. I felt so lost without her, and for a while, I barely knew who I was without her. It was the darkest time in my life, and as I went on my healing journey, I began to crave the light. My time in the darkness really helped me to understand and really see the negativity within me. The constant complaints and victim mentality I lived under only kept me stuck, living small, giving my power away to circumstances of being a single mom. I had always been the roll up your sleeves, put your big girl panties on kind of girl, and when the going gets tough, I got tougher. But somehow, when my mom passed, none of my coping mechanisms worked. All the ways I used to pull myself up by the bootstraps just flat out didn't work. Thank God for grief counseling. It saved me. I was flooded with all these revelations about just how precious life is. In turn, I grew this ferocious appetite for life. I didn't want to spend another minute being negative, complaining, or feeling sorry for myself. I used to be so ashamed of being a single mom, but the more I healed and discovered who I truly am, the more I wore being a single mom like a badge of honor. I really learned my healing led me right to me. With grief counseling and filling myself up with positivity, all the healing led me right to my true self. I've actually never felt more of myself than I do now. Yes, even when my mom was physically alive. The more positivity I took in, the more it changed me. Take my social media, for example. I just had to get off Facebook. All of them dang on memories. And the people who knew my mom and seeing their post, it was just too much for me after she passed. I slowly migrated from the place where everybody knows my name to Instagram, where I could follow pastors, thought leaders, poets, authors, and artists from around the world. That really expanded my mind and poured into me. It all led me right to personal development, and my self-improvement journey elevated like wildfire. Curating a feed that filled me up where I was most depleted revived me in a way that I needed at that time. Surrounded by a lot of love from family and friends also added to this positive environment that I created. You are worthy of self-care every day, not just on a Sunday. Join the email list and I'll send you all the deets in the Encourager's Insider Guide to Self-Care. Get my easy DIY tips for simple ways to make self-care a part of your daily routine, plus some bonus goodies. And if you need more help incorporating self-care into your world on the regular, I got you. You can join right on the blog or go to theshow.encourageovereverything.com/self-care freebie. You'll be on my VIP list to get encouragement and so much more sent right to your inbox. Join me on my quest to make self-care the norm because you deserve to be a priority on your own list. The more I healed, the stronger I became. So much so, I started writing a book to share my healing with others. It's still a New York seller, masterpiece in progress, thank you. But I wanted to be able to make an impact now. As I reflected on how I arrived to this place, I realized I overcame the dark, which led me to the light because I encouraged over everything. It was hard for me to accept the loss of my mom, but because of her loss, I grew closer to God. I now truly understand this body, this place is temporary. And one day when I make my transition, it will be my soul that will live forever. I know this to be true as I feel the presence of my mom's beautiful soul, her unwavering love all around me. Energy and soul is forever. Our bond is forever. Nothing can break it or tear it apart. It forever is alive. My spirituality grew exponentially as it comforted me in my darkest of days. Even now, you too can thank my mom for this podcast. Encourage Over Everything was birthed from darkness that turned into light. I am no longer afraid or shy away from the darkness. I know it leads to light. It is now my life's mission to shine my light in this world and encourage you to do the same. Encourage Over Everything will continue to evolve into this beautiful body of work, my life's work, that will serve long after I am no longer physically here. What I've learned is even the most tragic, horrific, gut-wrenching, break you all the way down to your brake pads kind of pain can yield the most beautiful harvest. That's why I'm so passionate about encouraging you. I'm simply paying it forward. I pour into you so you can have a full cup to encourage yourself from. The only person who will be with you your whole entire life is you. Let that sink in. People will be around you, but they won't be with you constantly, thinking your thoughts, feeling your feelings, which is all why it's so important for you to be your own biggest cheerleader, your own coach. Your self-love and self-care is so critical. You may not have access to someone who lifts you up, or perhaps all the other tools and resources just might not be working at that time, but you will still have you. If you are like the old me and you've got that inner voice that tends to be more of the negative Nelly than the positive Patty, it's time to retrain your brain. It's okay if you didn't realize you were being negative before. Trust me, I didn't either for a long time. I had a lot of old and limiting beliefs that were no longer serving me. I had to do the work to really get here, and I'm so grateful for that experience too. So now I can help you. You've done the negative thing long enough, and it's time to change for the better. Listen, you can change your environment, you can relocate, get a new job, go to a new school, hang out in new social scenes, but you taking you with you. It's okay to check yourself every now and again to make sure you are operating from and bringing the right energy. Be the positive in your life in order to draw more positive to you. And if you tend to lean more on the positive side, keep filling your cup. Protect your peace, as Trent Shelton always says. When you fill yourself up with positivity, it's a well you can tap into whenever you need it. Don't let it run dry by old mindsets, negative thought patterns, inner self-talk, or even letting people that deplete you suck you dry with their negativity and unnecessary drama. Do whatever is necessary to keep your mindset in the right space. Journaling on a daily can definitely help you with that. Having more awareness of yourself, your experiences, and those around you will give you tremendous insights. There are so many benefits to journaling. It's your refuge. You can lay it all out there without judgment and gain new perspectives. You can't do that when it's locked in your brain on repeat. Use your journal as a positive outlet to release the negativity on the inside so it doesn't stay in there locked up and festering inside your body, which can turn into all types of unhealthy ailments or worse. Remember, your body is a temple. You should protect, nurture, and care for it as such. For additional support with these topics and to work with me one-on-one, get your free strategy session by leaving a review on your favorite podcast platform. Take a screenshot and DM me on Instagram at Encourage Over Everything. Let's design a plan to eliminate the overwhelm, maximize your action, and support you as you chase your dreams while doing all the things. You've got to encourage over you. all of you, including your mental, physical, emotional, and just overall well-being. You are your everything. If you got lost along the way and forgot your worth or just how valuable you are, reclaim you are worthy today. What I love about you is you care so much about other people. You want nothing more than to be an amazing partner, parent, sibling, coworker, and just phenomenal human being serving in all the ways you do. The best way to do that is by honoring you, taking care of you. Your self-care is a must. Maintaining a healthy mindset is absolutely required. If you don't encourage over you, how can you set an example or, like the Migos say, walk it like you talk it? If you don't encourage over you, how can you continue to pour into everyone else when your tank is on E? If you don't encourage over you, what happens to you when it feels like the world is crashing down and yet the world doesn't stop coming at you? Where will you be if you don't have your own back? Maybe you already know because you've been there before and don't want to go back. If you're there now, it's time to go and refuse to go back. The more you encourage over you, the better you can handle when hard times come, trouble strike, or bad things happen, and you know they will. Equip yourself with the mindset and coping skills needed to not only get through, but to go through gracefully and in a way that you can be proud of. When you feel the most attacked and you have a well of positivity to draw from, you can be happy in hard times. You can still find joy, even in the absence of it. You don't have to be taken down by the unfortunate things that happen in life. You don't have to be all the way broke down to your brake pads every time something goes wrong. We'll get on-the-job training to build skills when we need that same kind of mindset training to keep our minds right when the funk hits the fan. Encourage over you so you're prepared and equipped to handle what comes your way. And when you're not, you have the wherewithal to ask for help. Don't be the suffer in silence type like I used to be. Your friends want to be there for you the same way you were there for them. Besides, it's like putting a deposit down. So when you need them to return the favor, they got you, you got them, and y'all got each other. As much as you love being there for others, don't forget to be there for yourself. Encourage over you because you are worthy. You do so much to care for all those around you and lift other people up. But let's not forget you are worthy of that same encouragement, attention, and love. There are so many things in this world that are clout chasing for your attention. Please be reminded, you are no good to no one if you are no good to yourself. You need you too. The people that love you want the best for you. They want to see you happy and living the life of your dreams. You deserve all that and more. At the beginning of this episode, I shared about my own experience in the darkness and how it led me to the light. I encourage you to whip out your journal and reflect on your own journey, those moments or seasons in the darkness and what they taught you, but more importantly, who you became as a result of them. Hold space for yourself. Your story holds significance. You know, we love us some stories. Everyone has one, and we learn so much about other people when we take time to listen to their story and get to know them better. You can get to know you better too when you hold space for yourself. You are so worthy of giving yourself the same things you so willingly give to make everyone else's world go round. The more you encourage over you, the better able you are to not only serve in the amazing ways that you do, but to do so on a level of excellence, like you truly desire. You don't just want to be good at it or just be lukewarm with it. You want to be the best at it. You want to be the best mom, the best business owner, or the best on the team. Whatever it is, you want to be the best. Keep making sure your cup is full. Keep pouring into yourself. Keep shining your light. let's not forget you need you. When you encourage over you, everyone around you benefits, including you. When you encourage over you, there isn't anything you can't get through and nothing you can't do. Encourage over you, as it all starts with you. Encourage over you, because together we can encourage over everything. Thanks for tuning in. I would absolutely love to hear from you. Please take a moment to leave a review. All you have to do is rate by lighting me up with some stars and leave a few words. If you share this episode, let me thank you in advance for sharing positive messages, because we all know some peeps in our lives who could use an extra dose of encouragement. And I'm throwing virtual confetti right now to celebrate you for finishing this episode. I don't know about you, but I'm not ready for this to end. So if you want more, check out theshow.encourageovereverything.com for literally all things Encourage Over Everything. Stay connected and join the email list. Get that VIP treatment by being the first to know all the happenings and get encouragement sent right to your inbox. theshow.encourageovereverything.com has everything that you're looking for, from show notes and all of the info on today's sponsors. And if you are looking to connect with other fellow encouragers, be sure to join my exclusive community at the Encourage Over Everything Facebook group. I can't wait to connect with you in the next episode. Remember, there isn't anything that we can't get through, because together we can encourage over everything.